Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, class. You're welcome back to school from the long holiday. The long holiday. Some of you are looking very energetic, and I'm really enjoying it. Yes. So for everyone is seated. Angela is seated. Nuru is seated. Mervin is seated. Kevin, Michael, and who else is not seated? Baba. Baba, come. Why are you late? Huh? Sit down. You sit down. Sit down. All right, good. And you watching me, if today is your first time of seeing this video, this is Class Connect with Mr. K. Class Connect with Mr. K. In Class Connect, basic mathematical topics at the basic level, that is from basic 1 to JHS1, are treated in a very simplistic manner. So this video is for you. It is for you. The one suffering from maths. This video is for you. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share for others to benefit from this video. All right, so we are going to continue today on our maths topic. Today we are treating how to find the LCM of given numbers. Yes, the LCM of given numbers. In my previous video, we looked at how to find the highest common factors of given numbers. Okay, how to find the highest common factors of given numbers, and then we treated some examples. Today we are going to continue on finding the LCM, or least common multiples, popularly known as LCM. Now, there are so many ways of finding LCM. But when you say LCM, it simply means that the first number, okay, the first number that the given numbers can share equally. Okay, so if you are giving maybe 4 numbers or 2 numbers or just 2 numbers or 3 numbers or 4 numbers, we are the LCM of those given numbers, okay, are the first number that those given numbers can share. Meaning, so what you say? Say ka say LCM mama. Ya pa che say number kɛseɛ a saa numbers na yɛsɛ hwehwɛ no LCM ebetumi ayɛ de akyɛ no pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ a ebi nka. You understand it? So for instance, when you are asked to find the LCM of 2 and 5, 2 and 5, the LCM of 2 and 5 can share 10. Okay, 2 and 5 can share 20. 2 and 5 can share 30. 2 and 5 can share 40. 2 and 5 can even share 100. Okay, 2 and 5 can share a lot of numbers, but we are talking about the very first number that 2 and 5 can share. The very first number, that's the least. The least common multiples is the very first number that 2 and 5 can share. And the very first number that 2 and 5 can share is 10. So the LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. That's what LCM simply means. You can say find the LCM of 2 and 5. I just say number 2 and 5 ebetimi check kane. Number in kind of 2 and 5 ebetimi check. 2 and 5 ebetimi check 20. 2 and 5 ebetimi check 10. 2 and 5 ebetimi check 100 in put. Then we can say LCM of 2 and 5. If I just said first number 2 and 5 ebetimi check, and as our number na 10. But that's the meaning of LCM in a very simple manner. Okay, don't let it confuse you. Now, how do you find the LCM? Now, first of all, you have to go through the first process, the first step. The first from the left, right? Is it my left? Okay, from this side. It is M. M simply means that multiples. So you have to list the multiples of the numbers. Now, if you check on my video on multiples, you see how we find multiples of numbers. So please find the video and watch. So multiples of numbers, then you list the common numbers out of the multiples. Then you find the least number out of the multiples, out of the common number that you've listed. But what you say? Okay, that's how we find LCM. So let's give examples, all right? Assuming we are finding the LCM of 2 and 3. Let's find the LCM of 2 and 3. All right, good. So we are finding the LCM of 2 and 3. As I said, please stop playing there. Stop playing there. Hey, Nuru, stop talking and then listen to me. All right, listen so that you don't. Please listen. All right, And Baba, sit up, sit up. You are late and then you are disturbing the class. Stop that. Sit up. If you don't take care, I will send you to your principal. All right? Sit down. Good. Now, let's find the M first, the multiples. All right. Okay, so if you don't know what multiples are, please watch my video on multiples. Please watch my video on multiples and then you will understand it. Multiples simply means repeated addition of the number. Now, you are looking for the first number that will appear in both 2 and 3. The very first number that appears is the LCM. Okay, the very first common number that will appear in both 2 and 3 is the LCM. You don't need to list a lot, all the multiples. Okay, so let's start. So I write mine 2, and I write mine 3, and let's list accordingly. All right, so 2, 3, right? 2 plus 2 is what? 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. Still, you've not gotten the same common number. All right? All right, let's move on. 2 plus 4 is 6. Now, look at it. We've gotten it. Once I've gotten it, then you don't need to continue again. You don't need to continue again. You don't need to continue again. Okay? You don't need to continue again. But however, for learning sake, all right, let's continue for learning sake. Okay? All right. So for learning sake, let us continue. But obviously, we've gotten our answer. It is 6. 6 is here, 6 is here. So that's the LCM of 2 and 3. All right? That's the first common number that 2 and 3 can share. Of course, 2 and 3 can share 12. So let's continue. So 6, 8, 6, 9, 8, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 12. We've got another common number again. All right. So you see, you've gotten 2 common numbers. Okay. Now let's go to the C. The C means common numbers. So the common numbers, which number? Okay, 6, right? 6 is here, 6 is here. So I've written mine 6. And then 12 is here, 12 is here. So I've written mine 12. Now, which of them is the least? The least number, 6 and 12. So the last one is L, which is called least or lowest. The lowest number is what? 6. Meaning that, therefore, LCM of 2 and 3 is what? 6. The LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Very simple. Very, very, very simple. So you just have to go through all this process. The first one is M, find the multiples. But I would advise that when you are listing the multiples, to avoid listing a whole lot of multiples, please list them one by one so that you can check. If you are listing and you come across the first common number, please, I would advise you don't continue. Because the rest, you don't need them for anything. You've already gotten the number that you need, which is 6. And the LCM is what? 6. All right. So that is one way of finding LCM. Another way is by inspection. Sorry. Another way is by inspection. All right. So let me clean the board now. Okay. So let's assume that this knowledge of LCM will help you a great deal in your math journey. Okay, it will help you a great deal in linear equation, linear inequality, in a whole lot of subjects. You will need the knowledge of LCM to thrive. All right, so please take this lesson very, very seriously. All right, so I'm saying that you can find LCM by inspection. By inspection. What do I mean by inspection? I mean by just looking at the numbers like that. So for instance, if I ask you to find the LCM of 2 and 10, the LCM is 10. I don't need to work it. What is the trick? The trick is that if the smaller number can share the bigger number, then the LCM is always the bigger number. Let me repeat myself again. By inspection, it means that if the smaller number, okay, smaller number can share the bigger number, given the bigger number, Then the LCM is always the bigger number. All right, bigger number. Please write it. It will help you in great deal. So that when it comes to objectives, it's not every time that you need to work. Sometimes, as a mathematician, you need to just look at it and then tell the answer straight away. It will LCM also help you in fractions too. Addition of fractions, you need to apply this LCM. Okay.